Hello, my friend. I have a question for you. How serious are you about your routine? Are you committed to your routine? Have you set minimums for yourself in all areas of your life, in your business, in your health, in your nutrition? Every morning, if you followed me for any time, you know that when I get up in the morning, I go through what I call my reclamation statements. And I learned these from Candy G. It's basically where you speak your affirmations into a microphone or a recording device, iPhone or computer, and then you hear yourself say them every single morning. That's how I start out every morning. And then from there, I actually write down from the abundance book, an abundance saying. There's 10 of them. So you do it for 40 days. You just recycle them and repeat them. And then from that, I do my affirmations, which is very similar to an affirmation, but an affirmation puts the affirmation in the form of a question. So why am I so lean and healthy? Why is my business flourishing and growing? Why am I always in the right place at the right time? You see, because with affirmations, there's typically a gap from reality and where you want to go. And what an affirmation is, it causes the subconscious mind to close that gap and justify why that statement is true. So when we talk about routines, my routine after doing all of that is to get on that bike behind me and I ride it for an hour. And then I do my 100 push-ups. So for whatever reason today, I didn't exercise. Amy got up a little bit late. We ended up doing our coffee. We have a little table and 2 chairs. We call it our cafe. Have some coffee together. And then actually we do Deepak Chopra's abundance affirmations together, which is about 12 to 15 minutes, usually what they are. So that's kind of my morning every morning. But this morning, I did not exercise. And I was like, oh, I just got into my rhythm, started reaching out to people, started making calls, having great conversations with some people, growing my business like I always try to do. And then it got to be around 4 o'clock and then 5 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, I don't really want to go exercise. I don't really want to get on that. And I was like, oh, so tired. But I am super committed to getting healthy. Jean Rowe, who is a good friend of mine, who is, we'll just say 70 plus, challenged me to make this the best and healthiest year of our life. So she's doing it, I'm doing it. And if you want to stick around to the end, I actually have a gift for you that I believe will inject rocket fuel into your business every morning. So hang out to the end and I'll give you access to that. And I'll just be just a few more minutes. But I want to talk a little bit more about your routine and what you're committed to. Have you set some standards for yourself on what are you going to do at a minimum? I'll tell you some of mine. People ask me all the time, what do I do? Well, I try to make at least 10 new friends a day on Facebook. And not just any people, I try to make friends with people that I can relate to. I talked to an amazing woman today. Her name was Jane, great sense of humor, funny, published a couple of books. I'm actually going to be publishing a book, so we had that in common. She's into health and wellness, I could see, and just a really positive, fun, energetic woman who is the type of person that I want to connect with. So don't just be connected with anybody. But the ones you are connected with, my goal is to engage in conversation with them every day. So 20 people, that's kind of what my goal is there. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. The other thing I do, and you guys have seen this, is I try to post the text quote in the morning, something inspirational, not something that I copy. A lot of people out there, the digital marketers, sell and buy and post the same quotes over and over and over again, and there's no originality there at all, which to me is not very exciting and kind of boring and gets kind of old. There's no originality there. So when you're reaching out to friends, news friends especially, don't be copy and pasting the same thing over and over and over again. Be original. You be you. I always got these books around here: the Abundance book, the Mindset book, the Now Boarding book by Candy G. I got my Dale Carnegie scrapbook here with quotes, and I got some leadership quotes, some of the best. So I am reading like a maniac. Probably more, I'm 61 years old. I'm probably working harder on myself today than I ever have in my life, but I'm committed. And the interesting thing about the bike thing, so I ended up getting on the bike probably around 7 o'clock, and I never exercised that late at night. And I set a new record. I burned 570 calories in an hour on that bike, and then I did 100 push-ups. So what I do is I ride the bike, and I do 25 push-ups, ride the bike 15 minutes, and then 25, and then 15, and then 25, 15, 25. And I don't know how many calories I burnt with 100 push-ups, but that's kind of my routine. That's what I do every day. So what I want for you is I want you to have it all. Why not? Why not? But you got to go out there and work. Now, I will tell you, you will have a thief and a villain inside you that's stinking thinking that's going to give you excuses and tell you all the reasons why you don't need to do what you need to be doing. Whatever business that you're doing, whatever routine you have for health, and hopefully you have an exercise routine. If not, get one. Walk for 15 minutes a day. Work up to half an hour a day or an hour a day. Get your 10,000 steps in, or do your push-ups, or go to the gym, or whatever it is. For me, I know me. Cardio always works for me. When I turned 50 years old, I actually started running marathons. I ran probably, 5 or 6 full marathons, 4 half marathons. And I just did it just to prove myself that I was disciplined and I could do it, because who in their right mind runs 20 miles for nothing, right? That's just practicing. That's not even, at the very end, when you actually do your marathon, you get a little, medal, which is pretty cool. I got a really cool Mickey Mouse medal back there. That is really cool. Love that one. And then I did a marathon at the Outer Banks, and then a couple other ones. Anyways, you have to be serious and committed to your goals and your dreams and your vision. All of that begins with mindset. It's how are you programming or reprogramming your limited thoughts. It's those limited thoughts that you have that will hold you down, though, that bad programming that you have been injected with by your parents or friends or circumstances. But you know what? All of that's garbage. You need to focus on what your strengths are, and then you need to build on those strengths. And then work hard at it. And you know what's going to be a lot more fun when you work on your strengths, go from good to great, than working on your weaknesses, which is something that you're not that good at. I love speaking to people. I love talking to people, and I really suck at reading. And reading has always been hard. Dyslexia, ADD, I had it both. When I was in middle school, mom and dad put me in speed reading, and I think all it did for me is get me confused twice as fast. It's like, I didn't get it. But I can listen really good. So I have pretty much all my books on Audible. And I actually get a lot of the books. And so I read them, and then I listen to them, and it, for me, gets in there. So I promised you at the very beginning that I would give you something that would supercharge your mornings. And I've pulled together 50 positive success affirmations. So if you want to get access to these 50 success affirmations, just put in the comment section below, whether you're watching this live or the replay. If you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching it on my blog, comment, post, get it to me somehow that you want the 50 affirmations. I'll send you a link. You can get that, and I'll introduce you to my bot on Facebook. If you're not using technology in your marketing, guys, you got to use technology. It's going to make your life so much easier. You'll be in front of your ideal prospects every single day. So hopefully you got some value out of this. If you did, give me some hearts or loves. Let me know if you want the positive affirmations. I'll send those to you. And I'd love to know what your routine is every day. And I'd love to know what you do when you get off track. Do you get back on track? Are you the type of person that's committed to exercise late in the evening when you never do that because you are committed to your goals, dreams, and vision for yourself, because that's your character? Let me know if that's what you do and how you overcome those blocks. And oh, by the way, I'll just throw this out there. You might have seen I've created a series called Prosperity and the Mentors, where I've actually interviewed so far 28 amazing 6, 7, and 8-figure income earners to figure out how they get unstuck when they are stuck. This will probably launch in the next 90 days, maybe 60 days, something like that. But if you want to watch one of these interviews, just put Prosperity and the Mentors in the comment section, and I'll send you an interview. If you will watch it, you will give me your notes from that, and then you will post some aha moments. And I got to tell you, if you haven't seen these, go to my coaching group, which is theprosperousnetworker.com. Look at some of the comments that people have been getting from these series. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. People are just digging it. And see, when you get your head on right, guys, nothing, absolutely nothing can stop you. I believe in you. I want you to have it all, but you got to want it too. And you got to work your buns off. You got to sweat to get it. It's worth it. You deserve it. Till next time, my name is Terry. Make it a better than terrific day and a prosperous one, because you, my friend, absolutely deserve it. Bye-bye for now.